Hello, I'm back with, guess what? Another flip through a journal. This was a journal that I basically put together myself because I love making journals that have flaps, pockets, all this stuff. Kind of like the lap books, which I really enjoy making because it lets me get really creative on what is possible. So this was an actual book, and it was a yellow book, if I can tell from the cover, that I added distress inks and stuff on it to tone it down, let's say, to make it look more grungy. And the black sections that had the spine and stuff and these cornerstones, I added some gold foil. I added text, and because, believe it or not, this again was another happy accident. It didn't come out the way I wanted it to, so I added some texture paste and then gold foiled on top of it. And I think it looks pretty cool. And then I just added some on the corners and left it very simple. Added a little sign that can be changed, the title of it. I tend to be simple on some things. The closure is really easy. It's just eyelet put in, and this, believe it or not, is a hairband thingy that I just weave through there and weave through the clip. So this journal, just to let you know, this journal is approximately 5.5 by 8.5 by 1 3/4 inches deep, or 14 by 22 by 4. It was, like I said, it was the original book as opposed to other times where I ripped them apart. This is full of stuff. So here is this. I have no idea what you would even call it. This was something I believe I made watching a video by Wendy, a little flap pocket thing. So and it happened to have the colors and fit in here nicely, so I put it in this into this journal. Here we have a little envelope pocket, so I put some little tags in there, and while this slips in here, this kept flipping open, I put one of these kind of locks, see here, oops, to keep it closed. So we have that's the first side. Then we open up here, remove the paper, jumbo paper clip. We have a pocket here with a huge tag like. This again is scrapbooking paper. The background here, I don't know if you can see, this is wallpaper, the white, the cream. And these are flowers. I press a lot of flowers in my garden and then laminate them. And this was a perfect way to finally use one of them, Lily of the Valleys here. And a little collaging. These are probably a Tracie Fox digitals, little specimen digitals. And see here, here's the wallpaper again, the back side of it. So I made this huge tag that goes in this pocket. And so that slides in there. These are all just scraps from papers I ripped out of, when you rip it out of a spiral book. Now this page flips down, and then we have here more pockets and some more little tags that go in them. And they don't fall out because the page flips back up. Then we have a writing space, this page here, a little stamping, zigzagging, do a lot of sewing, and the homemade old tape that I'm sure you've all seen 100 videos from. Now this flips back up. And so that it doesn't keep flipping down, that's why I create these as I'm going, and then afterwards, I'm always smarter than. Like here, it would have been good to have put in a magnet, but I didn't think of that time of creation. Then afterwards, I thought, okay, gotta use a big paper clip to hold it together. So that's that page. And then here, oh, I think there is actually a postcard in there, done on basic index card, a little postcard effect here, more writing space. Here we have, don't ask me why I use this. I normally am not a glitzy, glancy type of a girl, but I think probably because this green I thought just fit in here so good. It was a scrapbooking block, and I thought I can use it. And you see on this side, I did lines and stenciled coffee stains. But here is a little envelope pocket. We have a little tiny envelope. And, oh, with another little tiny, yeah, my usual fold down. Just a rectangle piece of paper folded up. And a little label that I use as a closure. So you have a secret writing spot. That goes in there. We have another collage simple tag. It looks like this one was embossed. Coffee dyed paper on the back. Little sewing. More writing space. And here we have another pocket. Oh, here, this is a little piece of cork. It's like cork tape that I use there. And here's a tag. And once again, with flowers that I laminated from my garden. This is from a dandelion. Dandelions were the symbol I used in my bag making business, my logo. And so they kind of follow me around. That tag goes in there. And then next page. This is, oh, little tiny, this is a die cut from a slide specimen, but these are easy enough to make by yourself. Laminate little daisy, some fabric, nothing super fancy. But it doesn't take much. It's a great way to let your imagination fly. Here we have, again, some digitals. Do we have something in there? Or is this... Oh, no, it could be... There is a spot for a hidden pocket, but I didn't put anything in there. And this flips out. Oh, and then here we have like a waterfall effect of writing paper. And these are papers that I had pages that I had coffee dyed myself and with colored, I believe these were Easter egg inks, if I'm not mistaken, which is a good time when Easter is around. And those Easter egg little dies are on sale, or food coloring. Food coloring is very expensive here, so I use the Easter egg dies. Use them to make your own papers a little more colorful. So there's that page. And then here, this flips back. More coffee dyed stenciling. Just a digital from, no, this is probably scrapbook paper that I just did some sewing on. Should have coffee dyed the back, hadn't done it. Here we have two little, you see, flip out pockets. And in each one, oops, let's see if I can grab it. There's a little card. Once again, this must have been when I was on the kick of using up all my laminated flowers, because I have a ton of them. So here I made a little card, once again using dies to cut out the centers and embossing the exterior. Here's another one. Okay. I love all things floral because I love the garden. Here we go again. This is a little flip out. And in this flip out, we have like a little, I call them Midori style journals, where it's, or tied in, because it's tied in. The Midori style, they use elastic, but for me, it's the same concept. I tie it in. This is tied in, so when the pages are used up, you can pull them out and easily insert new pages that you like, or add whatever you like. More, as you can see, coffee dyed, stenciled papers. That closes like that. And then here we go. The next, another flower. Are we surprised? A tag with another pressed flower, laminated flower. And here we have a writing space. You see, these are just, I'm trying to use a lot of the supplies I have. So in the paper, this is just normal cardstock brown paper. It's nothing fancy, but then if you run it through your embossing, through your Big Shot with the embossing folders and give it a little coffee and a little labels, it looks really cool. So there's that tag goes in there. Little more dies. These are ones that the die cuts, I've colored them in with watercolors, little collaging. This flips up. Oh, another flower tag. Laminated flower tag in this pocket. And then we have here like the waterfall papers. These were a great way to use up all those scraps. And then I just did some coffee decoration on it. Let's see. Oh, flip this page and we do have a pocket in here. These are just papers that I've stamped and used my little espresso cup to make rings with. Another tag. This is a digital. If I can't for the life of me right now remember by who it is. If I do, I'll try to look it up and I'll put it in the description below. But this was printed on vellum, so I made a little tag here with a little pocket. And we flip further, another little pocket with this time with just a little tag in it for a little love note, or this is actually supposed to be for the garden notes. And simple tag. Normally, to be honest, I love sewing on these are all a little older and I've developed what I like or discovered what I like and don't like. I love sewing on the tags, as you can see where the papers are, and adding that extra texture. But I'm not really a fan of seeing these stitch lines. So normally what I'll do after I've sewn it, I will take a piece of coffee dyed paper and glue it to the back so it's one flat, paper so you don't see it. And then, maybe coffee dyed and I'll ink it. But I'm not really, hey, we each to his own. Some of us like it, and it's something I've discovered that I prefer to have it a little different. Okay, is this not a card? No, it's to look like a card and trick me. It's a flip up with a tag in it. This is really old. And then we have here, again, a little journaling section with using the string to hold the pages in. Some of them I did a little stamping on. And flip this back down. Then we have a flip out here. And this also is a normal tag that I cut out and used a few dies that I added watercolor to. And that's here you can see the string from this little journal. So technically you could put more papers in on this side if you didn't have enough writing space. And this I think this was a die by Elizabeth Craft Designs her girlfriend had. She came over and I used her die and cut it out. And then it was flying, the cutout was flying here. I didn't know what to do with it because they're always a little too big for my books. But I cut it down and I made this page in here. And in the back is a pocket, as you see, an envelope, a tag, and in here is a long pocket, a long tag. And that's it. So that's my field diary. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. And until next time, Tschüss.